Hi everyone, welcome to the Hack the Hackers channel. Today's topic is fundamentals of cloud and its principles. Let's get started. You need to know the cloud fundamentals thoroughly so that we can learn cloud security. In this slide, we have table of contents that starts with about the channel, what are the disadvantages of traditional on-premises technology, what is cloud and why we need cloud, history of cloud, features of cloud, cloud computing models, pros and cons, cloud deployment model, pros and cons, management models, architecture of cloud computing, benefits of cloud computing, challenges, characteristics of cloud computing, risks in cloud computing, components of cloud computing, application of cloud computing, popular cloud computing applications, and next session. Okay, about the channel. We are starting this channel for all viewers who want to learn basics of information security and get relevant skills in this area for finding suitable job in this area. Through this channel, we will also educate the viewers on life securing information security and cyber security skills. Anyone who is beginner until expert level will find these videos interesting, as well as for the users of digital era, one must know the basics of information security and secure applications, secure assets, secure transactions, secure information, rights and privacy of data, and know what is cybercrime, and also follow password policies and learn cloud security, etc. There are various security challenges at various levels as the digital and internet penetration and spread is taking place across the world, not only in urban areas but also in rural areas, including developing and developed countries. It is prime important to know how to be secure in digital world in cloud, what is IoT, AI and ML in fact in cloud, in using mobile, in securing apps in internet world, in using desktops and laptops, in using financial and banking transactions through various apps to avoid phishing attacks and password management, etc. About the presenter, this is Presley and I am the presenter in this channel. This channel is named as Hack the Hackers as it deals with security in general life, prevents the users from being duped or cheated in this digital era. About the presenter, having 14 years of experience into information security and advanced master's degree in mechanical engineering from State University of New York at Buffalo. This channel, as I said, will address most of the things in layman's language for beginners in information security and will be interesting to the experts. The video will provide the guide to the cloud fundamentals so that we can have firm grasp of the subject as it is elaborate and comprehensive. As I said, I have published a couple of ebooks in Amazon, Kindle version, The Information Security for All, and paperback version, The World of Information Security. We have started our startup, Digital Express Online, which deals with digital business and cyber security. Also get connected to me professionally on the LinkedIn. What are the disadvantages of traditional on-premises information technology? First, it involves large capital expenditures, that is purchase of major physical goods which involves upfront costs. Then the OPEX or the huge operating costs in terms of rent, salary, energy consumption, utilities and others. The traditional IT requires complex architecture that is difficult to manage. Requires huge spending in the redundant infrastructure for the business continuity and disaster recovery and in managing seamless operations. This IT infrastructure requires skilled resources in large numbers to manage them. The upgrade and the updation of the technologies is not possible quickly and requires high cost to get ahead of the changes, is difficult to maintain and sustain. As IT infrastructure is not the main function, putting huge money in them is not good habit for the organization. Unable to scale up and scale down and scale out is not possible, and agility means requires rapid provisioning of IT resources, and elasticity is what to do with unused resources or to get upgrade in the technology is not possible in traditional on-premises environment. What is scale up? It means vertical scaling, that is adding more resources on top of one. Scale down is removing unnecessary resources. Scale out is adding resources horizontally to increase the resource capacity and resources. What is cloud? Cloud is function of IT wherein one or more of this data, infrastructure and software applications reside with service provider. That is, IT is not owned by the organization. Business focus on the key and core areas of its existence. Do not worry about large investments on IT. Why do we need cloud? In simple terms, cloud has benefits that outweighs the risks of the cloud. No OPEX or CAPEX, have metered pay, that is pay per use, and many other benefits. History of cloud. Here we will see the history of cloud. In 1950, the infrastructure is centralized and localized. Also, it provides the start of the automation. In 1960, the desktops became available and gave birth to decentralized computing, and IT services companies started. In 1990, VPN became available and gave birth to .com revolution. In 2000, the outsourcing happened and virtualization came into picture. And in 2010 and later, the birth of cloud computing. Let us see the features of the cloud. There are multiple features. First is multi-sharing. Multiple users and applications work in the cloud with sharing the same cloud infrastructure. Agility, the rapid provisioning and deprovisioning of resources in the cloud. Next, adding the resources and subtracting the resources constitute the high scaling requirements. Less cost as there are no upfront operations and capital expenditure. Having multiple infrastructure for business continuity and disaster recovery that involves high availability and reliability. Less maintenance in the cloud makes it possible for anyone to provision resources, deprovision the resources, and to maintain the resources. Metered pay, that is only pay per use or PPU, so that there is no huge cost, and cost is much as you use the IT resource currently. There are 4 types of service model or the delivery models. They are as follows. IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service. PaaS is a platform as a service. SaaS, software as a service. AaaS, anything as a service, is yet another service model which includes business as a service, network as a service, database as a service, identity as a service, and strategy as a service. We'll see what does each mean in the coming slides. In this slide, we have distinguished the control of IT and its governance. In on-premises, everything such as apps, VM, servers, and storage is managed by the organization, and both the vendor and the organization share the control of the network. In on-premises, that is hosted in the organization has control over apps and VM. The organization and vendor manage the server, storage, and network. IaaS, as shown in the figure, the organization controls only apps and controls of VM. And controls of VMs are shared with vendor. Rest of them, server, storage, network, is managed by the vendor. Platform as a service, the vendors and the organization shares control over apps and services. Rest all is managed by the vendor. In software as a service, the vendor has full control over everything except data. In IaaS, the organization have control of apps, services, and infrastructure provisioning. You can involve as many resources as much you need and deprovision extra or not needed resources. The diagram shows the typical IaaS architecture. One of the benefits is that the organization will have full control of all resources needed, high portability and interoperability of entire architecture, and has flexibility in adding and subtracting resources with greater control over the cost. In this slide, platform as a service, the OS is configured by the organization and the applications are developed by the organization on top of the IT infrastructure in the cloud. Benefits, as you have latest system software and is scalable, as well as low administrative cost. The only disadvantage of the cloud here is you are locked with particular vendor. Here, all the things including customizable software apps are provided by the vendor. Common examples are HR applications, help desk apps, CRM apps, billing and invoicing apps. Benefits are scalability, as much infra and IT or IT and apps that you want. Centralized management, has high performance and efficiency. Corrects license usage and accept data. Everything is managed by the cloud service provider. Let us see what is NAS, that is Network as a Service. It's a cloud computing architecture where the entire network is provisioned with custom routing facility. This can be configured in the portal provided by the CSP, that is Cloud Service Provider. The user or the organization needs to log in the portal and configure the NAS with the routing. As shown in the figure, the most popular mobile NAS for the phone network infrastructure is shown in the figure. There are 4 deployment models. They are public cloud, private cloud, community cloud and hybrid cloud. Let us see all of them in the subsequent slides. Firstly, the public cloud. The public cloud, as the name suggests, the cloud is built for the public users and it can be localized to any regions, but also can be used by users in any part of the world. Only major issue is the security and privacy of data. Most of the benefits of the cloud computing is also applicable here. The next slide, this is about private cloud. Unlike public cloud, the private cloud is accessible only from within a particular organization for which the segments of the cloud is made of. How? Has a lot of benefits such as high security and privacy and greater control and energy efficient. The disadvantages are higher cost than other cloud models, not accessible outside the organization network, and has limited scalability options. Next comes the hybrid cloud. The hybrid cloud is a combination of both public and private cloud, as you see in the diagram. The benefits are security, scalability and flexibility and cost less. The disadvantages are security compliance and complex architecture, as shown in the diagram. What is community cloud? As the name suggests, these are the cloud built for particular community. For example, Salesforce.com is a community cloud built for sales community. The benefits are cost effective and multi-tenancy. The disadvantages are the security compliance, and having multiple tenants in the same cloud may risk the security of data and privacy of data. There are 2 types of management models in the cloud. They are managed by the organization itself, and next is outsourcing the management of the cloud to the third party, which may have risks like security of sensitive data, have lot of privacy issues and no control over the cloud. As you can see in the diagram, the typical cloud architecture is that everything that is services, app, storage, management, security, network and compute belong to the cloud service provider, and customer needs to have basic IT infra to access the cloud through the internet. Benefits of cloud computing. In this slide, we will see various benefits of cloud computing, such as less cost, on-demand service, pay-per-use, efficiency and reliability, no software required, even applications can be hosted in the cloud and accessing through the internet, customizing the apps as wanted, everything developed and managed on the cloud. The challenges in the cloud are data confidentiality and privacy issues, as there is less control over the security of data, compliance and privacy. Having access management and trust federation is an issue of availability, integrity and confidentiality. Monitoring and governance is very limited in the cloud than on premises. There must be good network isolation and segregation so that the security of data in transmission and rest is safeguarded. There are various threats in the cloud that we will discuss in the next session. There is limited control over the architectures and policies in the resources. The essential characteristics of the cloud are broad network access, that is whenever you want to maximize or minimize the bandwidth, you can do that. You can quickly provision the resources as you wish, that is rapid elasticity. You can add or remove resources on the fly. There is no upfront cost, that is you pay per use or PPU. Finally, the resources can be obtained quickly and as per the demand. Risks in the cloud. Let us see some of the risks in the cloud. Let us discuss some of the main risks in the cloud computing. They are as follows. There is a lock-in as you go with a particular CSP or the cloud service provider. Then if you do not want the CSP, you cannot change to another CSP, which is almost not possible. There is a risk of security and privacy risks on the cloud. Once you are done with the cloud, the data deletion and data retention is a big risk, as CSP may not erase complete data or retain the data for a specific period. The isolation of the environment is a big thing that needs to be taken care in the cloud. The management interface must be protected by the MFA, that is multi-factor authentication, or other security risks. Let us discuss some of the components of the cloud. What is cloud made of? It includes the following, that is application, containers, VMs, that is virtual machines, compute, network, storage, database, data warehouse, analytics, etc. Some of the main applications of the cloud. Cloud is used in almost everything such as business, technology, management, education, art, entertainment, social and professional networking, and data storage. Some of the cloud applications that are popular, Salesforce.com, Gizmo, Tapestry, GoGrid, AppScale, Rackspace, OrangeScape. There are many such applications in the world which are the cloud applications. We have given the list very briefly. Okay, now coming to the next session, we'll have video on cloud security. How do you secure cloud, part 1. In case I missed anything in this session, then you may subscribe to my channel to comment, and I will clarify all your doubts. Share with your friends. Sharing is caring and help them to learn as well. Click on the bell icon and get my next video notification. And subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Looking forward to stay connected with you all. Thank you.